Welcome. Today we're diving into critical race theory, or CRT, and addressing some of the common misconceptions and criticisms surrounding it. Before we start, I want to ask everyone to keep an open mind. Please don't jump to conclusions or judge this video too quickly. This is not an attack on your views. Instead, we aim to shine a light on some misconceptions and provide factual information. Critical race theory is often misrepresented and misunderstood. We're here to clear up some of these misconceptions and provide a clearer understanding of what CRT actually is. CRT teaches that all white people are racist. This is simply not true. CRT examines how systemic racism is embedded in our legal systems and societal structures. It doesn't label individuals as racist based on their race. Instead, it examines how policies and practices perpetuate racial inequalities, regardless of individual intentions. According to Delgado and Stefancic, CRT focuses on the systemic nature of racism rather than individual prejudices. It's about understanding how racial disparities are maintained and addressing them at their roots. It's important to remember that learning about these systemic issues is not about placing blame or inducing guilt. Understanding our history and its impacts can empower us to create a fairer and more just society. Everyone can be part of the solution. Is CRT anti-American? CRT is not anti-American. It's a framework for understanding and addressing the racial injustices that have been part of America's history and present. Recognizing these issues doesn't mean hating America. In fact, many advocates believe that acknowledging and addressing these injustices is a step towards creating a more just and equitable society. Crenshaw argues that understanding and reforming systemic inequalities is essential for fulfilling the American promise of equality and justice for all. Acknowledging our history and its present impacts isn't about division, it's about building a better future together. By understanding and addressing these issues, we can move towards a more inclusive society for everyone. Myth 3. CRT blames individuals for historical injustices. CRT doesn't place blame on individuals for historical wrongs. Instead, it focuses on understanding how historical injustices have shaped current societal structures and policies. The goal is to highlight and address these systemic issues, not to blame or shame individuals for the past. Derek Bell emphasized that CRT seeks to reveal and challenge the persistence of racism in societal structures, aiming for systemic change rather than individual guilt. It's about collective responsibility, not individual guilt. By recognizing systemic issues, we can work together to create a more equitable society. Each of us can contribute to positive change. Is critical race theory indoctrination? Teaching CRT is about fostering critical thinking and encouraging students to explore different perspectives. It's not about indoctrination, but about providing tools to understand and analyze how race and racism have impacted society. Encouraging critical inquiry and dialogue is a fundamental part of education. Ladson-Billings highlights that CRT in education aims to challenge students to think critically about societal issues and develop a deeper understanding of racial dynamics. Education is about empowerment. By understanding diverse perspectives and systemic issues, we empower ourselves and others to foster a more just society. CRT divides people. No. The aim of critical race theory is to foster understanding and empathy by examining how racial inequalities have been perpetuated. While these discussions can be uncomfortable, they are necessary for healing and progress. Addressing these issues head-on can lead to a more inclusive and equitable society. Solórzano and Yosso argue that CRT's emphasis on counter-storytelling allows marginalized voices to be heard, promoting understanding and solidarity across different communities. True unity comes from understanding and addressing our differences and inequalities. By doing so, we can build a stronger, more inclusive community for everyone. So, there you have it. Critical race theory is a valuable framework for understanding and addressing systemic racism. By debunking these myths and emphasizing collective responsibility and empathy, we hope to foster a more informed and constructive dialogue on race and justice. For those interested in learning more about CRT, check out the resources we've listed. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thank you for your support.